to Sloppy Lab. Have a fun game in store for you all today. We are going to be playing the KAGI semifinal match between myself and JDG314. So this has been a really fun KAGI season, um, coming down to 3 sloppies remaining in the top cut of this KAGI season. Yeah, there was a very excited match between June and Quick Draw that Quick Draw managed to come out ahead on. So I'd encourage folks to check out that match, the recording there from Floxamall on their channel. I think it's up on YouTube too. Check out Floxamall on YouTube if you're not already watching them on Twitch. And yeah, so this will be JDG and I. Hey, speaking of Floxamall, welcome in the chat. Have not made a game yet, JDG, just talking to peeps. So the thing with JDG is you always got to assume you're going to face Chandra. It's kind of his deal. We'll see if that's true today too. I am going to be playing Oddly Nefarious Carl as a favorite of mine. I think it actually has an interesting Chandra matchup and is a deck that I'm pretty familiar with, played a lot. So we'll see. We'll see if they bring it. I'll have a good game. If they don't, we'll still have a good game. Good games all around. So I will send them a link. Loading up Carl. Oddly Nefarious Carl. And JDG quickly selects a deck. And we're off to the races. And they're playing Genre Probably Complex. No surprises there. Good luck. Have fun. Good luck. Have fun. There are windows. Yeah, there are windows in this room, Clock, and I got some natural light here. This is a very odd room that I'm in. It's like a converted linen closet. It's like 8 by 10 maybe. I just took out the linen closet shelving, stuck a desk in here, and there is a window. I don't know why your linen closets need to get sunned, but it was decided at one point that these do. So I reap the benefits of those during the day. Although I often have to put blinders up, so it's not like getting washed out by glare. I think you'd have a tough time getting a bed in here. I guess you could. You could probably squeeze one in. Okay, so we're playing first. We have a poltergeist. Carl features 2 poltergeists, and Chandra is big on artifact shenanigans, so I like to see that. I don't know if I want it in my opener. And a graft as well. I think this is going to be a mulligan, though. Leading off with the Ember Imp's pretty cool, too. As is the Pit Demon. Pit Demon's also very nice. We'll send that hand back. Okay. Okay, cool. This is not terrible. We get to tuck away TMTP, and we already have 3 pieces of our combo, as it were. We've got Soul Snatcher, Key to Dis, and a piece of Scaling Steel to take advantage of it. And we get to see a Transporter Platform, Secure Droid, Sacro Alien. Nice. Crewman York, too. Very cool. Sacro Alien having a very nice fight ability. Makes me wonder if I'm wanting to be playing this elusive Mac the Knife or not. I think I still do here. And we're just going to run out some stuff. We'll lead off with this Poison Wave. We can finish off the Secure Droid, play the Miasma for value, and get down Mac. Why there are decorations in the background? Yeah, the decorations, actually, you can see still, I think. Maybe you can. Right there. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Wow, this is harder than it should be. Right there is like a stud, a little piece from some shelving. So I left a lot of the shelving like studs in place just because at some point I'm going to put it back, and it is a pain in the butt to get it all lined up. But I have more art lined up that's going to go up, and some that you won't be able to see off to the side too. Um, Something you won't be able to see off the side too. So yeah, the room is in progress, but I'm liking the right direction it's going. Makes for some interesting backgrounds on calls and things, you know. Okay, so JDG's back in Star Alliance. Not so surprising. Yeah, I did set them up to be able to steal with crewman Yorg and the transport platform. Very nice. Sacrillion comes down another the same one, right? Very good. And they did get that fight in, so getting some fights, very nice of them. I like having Tentacus too for a number of reasons. It's going to punish their artifact shenanigans, and it's also going to give me a beefy body so that if they do play the animator, I'll have something that I can fight into a second artifact when Poltergeist hits the animator. Uh, Oofa doofa. So this Daimo alien, giving them some value with platform. We're at least going to make them think about it. So we're going to get both of our key to disses down. Do I want them to get money with Soul Snatcher? I don't think so. So we'll just take out Yorg. We'll play this Tentagus, and we'll play the Soul Snatcher now. So best case scenarios are they go really wide, we go really wide. Soul Snatcher, Key to Dis pops everybody's board, and then I make a big steal. I expect to be fighting. I want bodies going to the yard. Uh, Accumulating damage for Seeker Needles to pick them off. We'll have to decide about this Fogify if we can stomach it coming down. And we'll see if he wants to get a double fight in. I would have expected a fight first with the uh, other alien, but it was not the case. They're getting lots of value though. Okay, so the first one just fought off Tentagus. They had enough of that Tentagus, but gave us some money. Very cool. And yeah, this is going to be lots of value generation here. If they go to check, we'll be a little bit sad. I'd rather hold off a little bit longer. Stop at 5. That's cool. Stop at 5 is nice. So we're going to go to check in each of our houses. I don't mind the transporter platform. As much value as they're getting from it, it's probably not my biggest worry. So I don't think we poltergeist it now, unless they're just getting so much draw value. 2 more draws. No, I think we just run out a dude, get to check, and make it so they can't fight, so they're hopefully going to overcommit to the board a little bit more. And we have another body that we can cash in on when the Soul Snatcher Key to Dis combo goes off. There's our other Poltergeist too. Interesting. So if this were Magical Christmas Land, we'll see them go for a big capture exile play here. That would be awfully nice. That would be awfully nice. They may just reap and replay the alien. Yeah, JDG on Chandra. You have to you know you're really good at this game when you everybody knows what you're going to bring. You know they know what you're going to bring, but you just bring it everywhere anyway and say, "Yeah, come at me. I'm just going to do it." So he's thinking, looking at these two artifacts, wondering if I've managed to find a yeah, wondering if I've managed to find some scaling steel yet. If he doesn't play the exile, if he doesn't play the exile, then um, I'm gonna have to race to find the graft once it does come down. And if he goes to us, well, I guess it's a cool question, Cloggin. Can you be good enough where you don't mind being predictable? Okay, Senator Cantina. I think this is a mistake. JD is a great player unless he's gonna get rid of it. Um, if I do if I do key to this and then do a big steal, I'll happily reap first and and put a little extra amber on my dudes. Okay, Ludo comes down with capture somewhere. Okay, I won't see that one again. Sag. Does he have more capture? Or do I get a key? It's a good question. Classic JDG thinking incoming. Nope. Okay, there's Amphora Captura. Very cool. And he draws a card. Nice, nice. Play Spoils of Battle. Loading up Cantina. Will he exile it? He may not. Maybe a little cagey, a little too cagey for such things. I can polter my own artifacts too. Very true. So Carl will use Poltergeist to get rid of the Soul Snatcher at key moments or to cash in on a Seeker Needle if it's really needed. I have quite a few artifacts in here, as a matter of fact. So there's also an Anomaly Exploiter, Library Battle. Both are decent Poltergeist options, especially with Valen Analyst out. Can be fun to do. There's Chant of Hubris, moving some things around. And then he does exile. Exiles me the Cantina. Cool. Hmm. Oh, that's really tricky. So he used his exile. Very good. If he does fire back with more captures next turn, I'll have a chance to fear something. Assuming I go shadows here, I can reap with Mac. I won't get this 3 amber back. That's okay. So I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 if I play those first. Probably don't play them first. And if I had one more piece of amber control, I may just leave it. think we take what we can right here though. So I'll take this TMTP out of archives. Selwyn and Dodger can go on the board post key to dis. We're gonna reap here, get a little extra amber there. Crack this guy. This amber gets say farewell to this stuff. Okay. Play the TMTP. Play the Secret Needle. Dodger and Selwyn. The Selwyn's really interesting. It almost never is never impactful, just because I don't have any capture. But in this matchup, it may actually become relevant, which is kind of fun. Okay, so opposition research, no reaping. Another one, really no reaping. I know folks would approve. I would love if they played an animator here. That would be delightful. Plays the bouncing death quark, gives me a little more money. Plays the other bouncing death quark. Okay. And an infomorph and a forge compiler. So the infomorph's gonna get warded. Okay, interesting. Do I care about the M4 Captura? So a couple options here. One poltergeist can have my secret needle become a creature, ping the infomorph, then I can bounce it. That's pretty cool. Takes care of the animator. I can get rid of another one as well. So that's an option. Probably the M4 Captura. We've definitely got Quixelstone coming. He's used both of his bouncing death quarks. I think Chandra also has a Quintrino Flux. It does. So likely if we go into Star Alliance, we'll be getting hit with one of those. Okay. I think I like bouncing the infomorph though to clog up their hand. And then I still have this key to dis. I'm gonna draw 5, and if I find the graft, I'll be in pretty decent shape. The real question now is, do I hold Poltergeist number 2 for that stone? I think I hold it for the stone and leave the M4 Captura. Other option, fear the infomorph, poltergeist the animator to hit the make the Captura creature, use this key to dis now, and they get 2 amber from the deal, but I get back the infomorph amber and get to deal with both artifacts. That is pretty tempting too. I think I may prefer that play, in fact. So then we just have to deal with the Quixelstone being live. I think we can deal with that. Okay, so Poltergeist hits the animator, or the intern's amphora captora. We sure? No, I'm changing my mind yet again. Womp womp womp. Okay, so we've got a secret needle creature. Cool. Use the action there. And how likely are we going this? Yeah, it'll still be worthwhile. So that can go back. Okay, we'll see. We'll see if we regret this. We'll see if we regret this. And we did find this graft. Very nice. So star lines, expected, expected. We'll see the stone and the flux very nicely. Blast shielding comes down. They're just making some monies. There's the flux. Cool. Gives me some more monies. Plays a survey. And they discard. Opposition research. Sensible. But no stone. No stone. Interesting. No stone is really interesting. Oh dear. Making me do some more math, JDG. All right, I will give them a thinking. So one chant of hubris, one spoils of battle. So they have another spoils of battle. They have an ancient power. They have hedonistic intent. They have citizen shricks. So shricks can steal one. Spoils of battle can capture another. They're not going to have amber control in star lines if they want to play the stone. So even though I held that poltergeist before, I think I'm going to be playing it here. On the M4, if I go that route, I can get a reap. Makes me to 7. They will be able to stop me in Saurian. That's probably okay. Other option is I just hold this fear and punish them for the capture and go shadows, which feels pretty good too. I can go Logos, but I think I'd rather just clear some of the shadows out of my hand. Logos would get me to check, shadows doesn't. Not going to check gives them a little bit more of an option to just play that stone if they want to, but I don't think they're going to. I think we'll see a Saurian turn regardless. And I'm probably holding the graft anyway. So that Logo Stone turns, I don't think changing anything for them. And could cash in on this key, but I think it's more valuable for a backswing here. Yeah, quickly into Saurian. We'll see the Shricks. We'll see the spoils. Hedonistic intent first. Okay, so they don't need that Takoni capturing. They just want to take some. And again, I don't mind that a ton. This is just more amber that's going to go go their way. When I pop the key. There's Ludo number 2. Spoils, yeah. and ancient power. Cool, so they're not at check, and they did reshuffle. So this is actually a fine time to use that poltergeist if that's what we want to do. In shadows, I can get a fight to steal, pop those wards. Let's see, this is 1, 2, 3. That doesn't get us to check. Logos we cannot either. If they get more wards, it'll be a little bit annoying. I think we're setting up for a nice Logos turn here. So let's clear away a ward at least on the Ludo. Bounce it? Or do the ward on the Shrix too? We bounce it. So there's a chance. We have no direct damage in Logos coming up. But I'd rather have the Ludo out of play. All right. If they go into a different house and then do a bunch of capturing, that is. Okay. So we'll crack this ward here. Yeah, we'll move that over. Seems kind of nice. Play a Tentagus. Yeah, I did have an option to poltergeist one of these and break the ward first, which I didn't really think through. It may have been even better, to be honest. And we'll take that out of play. And the turn. Cool. Yeah, I may have been better off poltergeisting one of my seeker needles and then actually killing the Ludo. I'd be surprised if they go back into Saurian immediately, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. If they do go back into Saurian immediately and get to ward the Ludo again, oh, it could be problematic. All right, no reaps. Igor comes down. Yeah, Fear Than Fight may have been better. So we'll see. They're gonna go for a little burst. It seems, and I think we're cashing in on our other key on the next turn, on a Logos turn, and we'll get to graft for some value. Yeah. Okay, Logos it is. Play the graft. Play the anomaly exploiter. Yeah, we're just going for the burst here. Use the key to dis. We can auto-resolve those. And we're going to archive the succubus. Sure. Okay, so they'll get that forge. I think they'll have a tough time stopping us here, even with the M4s in the bin. So this is a little bit of the gambit. I'm hoping that what Carl's trying to do is opaque enough that it can punch up in game one, and then hopefully I'm gonna have some wiggle room in game two. But I'm not sure. I think with the poltergeist, this is just a tough match for Chandra. Okay, good game, well played. Interesting first one. So One game for Carl. Oddly nefarious indeed. Super nefarious. No one ever expects the Soul Snatcher from the 12 creature deck. 12? 13? 13 creature deck. Yeah. Oh, rematch bug. You come at me so. All right. Yeah. You want to just send them over. One sec. One sec. Let me make a reversal. New game. KAGI is the password. This one is a reversal game. Carl it is. Yeah, so the animator can stop Carl's shenanigans. It's also you just may not want to go wide, and you really need to time the that exile, I think. Um, and I've already forgotten who went first in game one. I think I went first. Yes. Okay. Yep. So Carl goes first. Uh, Quixel never came out. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, this is definitely a thing. Not seeing the Quixel. Um, well, again, that one into a much better hand too. Um, of the artifacts, yeah, Carl definitely wants to use a poltergeist on an animator, and then Quixel I think is the next one. Even the Amphora Captura I think you can live with, um, and overwhelm potentially. The thing with the big exile play is you have to also time it to get around the scaling steel. Mac the Knife's pretty cool. Do we burn a flux on Mac the Knife? I think we probably do. And hope that we can sneak in. And getting this first key is also going to be kind of huge. So we're going to try to sneak this in. Okay, Bouncing Death Quark and Chant of Hubris, both solid. I'm going to keep the BDQ mostly because we have the Lithologica, and I want to have something to say to things like imps that come down. So we can discard that. We can play the platform. The alien has to shoot itself. Unfortunately, it shares a power with the creature we fluxed away. But this is kind of a nice setup with the blast shielding and the Daimo alien. I'm okay to just jam Soul Snatcher. Nice. So there's their Soul Snatcher. Poltergeist smashes. Transporter platform, very good. One Poltergeist dealt with, and I'm kind of okay with seeing the Poltergeist hitting Transporter platform. So we'll go logos here. And now the question is, do I want to keep this alien around for fights and value? Probably do. We're playing the Lethologica, YOLO that, and all we hit was that Igor. Okay, legit, I'll take it. Opposition Research, Munchling, Forge Compiler. So there's a risk with going too wide on the board right now if he comes back with a key to dis immediately. If we can sneak through a key though, then I don't mind having it. The Forge Compiler is nice, and that makes his life a little bit harder if he's trying to go for this combo. I could be really greedy and go for the munchling. Is this too greedy? I may regret it, but we'll go for it. And I do want to get to check here, so I think we are going to BDQ our alien, unfortunately. So we'll play this munchling, shoot the Tentacus for damage. Actually, the BDQ is going to get us to check regardless. This will be check +1, and that means he'd have to burn Effervescent or Miasma to stop our check. I think I'm okay with seeing either of those, so we'll do it. Play this down, and I'm going to hold that BDQ. We may regret it. As many keys as I can sneak by without a key to dis on board, I will be super happy. So they're into shadows. Selwyn comes down, as does Dodger. If they can play one more creature, I'm going to reap out and then cash in on the BDQ. Too much to protect gets played. Okay. That's actually kind of nice. So I can reap out and then uh, that gets me to 5. Hmm. Can get to 5. Is that the way to go? Dodger can fight for value. I can particle sweep it, and then it still gets to fight the Igor. Yorg can come down. I think I discard Cantina. I don't know if I want to play Hedonistic Intent right now either. Though one team TP down, they're really all in on Graph for this next key. I may just be pushing, honestly. So we're gonna reap out, play opposition research, and still hold that BDQ and see how much we regret our decisions. They go to dis. Will we see a key to dis? We do. And a succubus. Nice. And a pit demon. Okay. Fear probably returns the infomorph. Though there's a case to be made for the munchling too. Cool. Cool. I think I'd rather not give them the key. Then they get to play Effervescent Principle. But I think we do go back into Logos. We can fight into the Dodger. Discard this infomorph. That gets us 1. Reap, and then we take out the 2 disc creatures, I guess. I can play 3, but then 3 lets them effervescent without any backlash. Okay. Or I just take out the succubus here, and no, that still gets them to check. Okay. So fight the Dodger. I will lose that for value. And then we're gonna hit the succubus and the pit demon. Okay. Found a Quixel Stone. That's cool. And if we make a key here, we're going to blank their interdimensional graft. um, which would be pretty huge. Pretty huge. Hey, Tootin, I got game one. Some really big really big bursts with the Soul Snatcher key to disc combo. I got an early key uh, in this game, and they had to burn, or they chose to burn their TMTP. Um, so now I'm kind of worrying about their last pieces of Big Amber control. They've got the Graft, they've got Miasma that can help build it up, and they've got Effervescent. Here they go Dis, so I'm probably banking this key, which is cool. Which is cool. And that means now I'm might be okay playing Quintina. So usually I don't think I want to play Quintina in this matchup because they get a big steal on the backswing. The other option too is I just go with play the stone, blow up the Ember Imp, and give them a key. Now let's go Saurian. Let's exalt the flank dudes, and let's play this Cantina. Maybe another thing I regret. We'll see. We shall see. Um, and then I play out the Star Alliance, and yeah, start building towards a hopefully big exile play. So no fighting for me next turn. They get to play. They play this Fogify and then a Lab Work. Analyst comes down, which is great in that deck with all the artifacts that I can bring to bear. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Star Alliance it is. Play the stone. We're gonna give them some more money for that Ember Imp. Playing creatures. Yeah, it feels weird to be playing these creatures. I don't even know if the stone is that excellent at the moment. So they still have a miasma and they still have an effervescent. As long as I can avoid getting hit hard by the effervescent, I feel pretty good about the place I'm in. I think they still also haven't played Dimension Door, so they'll get a steal. Yeah, lots of logos still to come. Guessing that they've got the effervescent in archives. It was just a lab work, so I didn't get to see what they archived, but I'm guessing it's an effervescent principle. Yeah, they made that archive on a turn when I didn't get to forge, when I wasn't threatening a forge. So very likely JDG with the classic thinking. I think we are at thinking parity. I did one last game and he did one this game, so you know, it's like breakpoint on the thinking updates. I must have a ton of Saurian still to come. Yeah, indeed. And the Shy Animator. Yeah, could also be, in addition to the Effervescent, could also be the other Poltergeist in Archives. It's another likely target. They went logos last turn, had a 1, 2, 3 card logos turn with one archive. So they could go into Dis here. Yeah, mapping some stuff out. I'm not sure how familiar JDG is with Carl. It's definitely a deck that I enjoy and talk about often, um, but it may not be one that he's super familiar with. And I don't think I have any Starlines left, no. So the only real value I get from Sacro Alien is smoothing out a potentially big Saurian play uh, upcoming. All right, they go Shadows. Another Secret Needle comes down. They may be able to get to check here by blowing up their own duders. 1, 2, not quite. They get 1 from the analyst by using Secret Needle. So that's 3. They don't have a profitable steal. They can use Selwyn and reclaim this amber. So that could be a check. They've, of course, got the option to blow up the key for a little bit of a burst, and then they'd really need to play Miasma there, which they may have. And the key to darkness in this deck is very, very alive. Even Fortune Keys at 12. We kind of saw the amber totals at the end of the last game. There's definitely not uncommon to see those key to darkness keys getting forged, even for full price. Okay, so Reaping an Artifact is 6. If they stop at 6, we can use Crewman Yorg to take them off, because we would really like to go Star Alliance. They go to 6. Okay, so we may see Miasma or the Nerve Blast. Could be a Nerve Blast on one of their own dudes to get a little bit extra value too. That turns off Crewman Yorg. Very sensible. Very sensible. Yep, Nerve Blast takes out their analyst, so they go to 8. Nice. So still they have Miasma, still they have Effervescent. Hmm. Yeah, Miasma is still going to be really good. Very tricky. Yeah, I think we got to go move the Star Alliance and hope to see that exile coming. Hmm. Sacro Alien we may want to keep around for fighting into whatever we exile. If it ends up being the Sacro Alien, that'll be sad. Okay. All right, Star Alliance first. Discard a card. Are we sure we want to be discarding a card? I think we are regardless. Animator and Galeotops. Hmm. Animated is just not going to be doing a ton. Feels weird to be pitching it, but I think we are. Reap. Reap. Their Duder cannot fight. Sorry, Duder. And we're going to play this creature as an upgrade. Sure, we'll play it on the Crewman York. Okay. Okay. Well, neither of those are exile. Or very many pips either. Quite a number of Saurian pips still to come. So in Saurian I can stop for 1. That's not a terribly lot. Not a terrible lot. So we hope we get a turn that we get to play Logos, do some archiving and drawing. Effervescent takes us back to 5. The Miasma stops us, but they really need to get to check if they're going to play Miasma. And they just had a big Shadows turn, so I don't know that they'll have that much. They'll get 1, 2, and that may have been enough of a reason to take out Selwyn. Selwyn makes a Reap Amber, then they reclaim the captured Amber. The 2 needles can take out Crewman Yorg. So 1, 2, 3, and then they could use the key to disc to get to 6 there. That would be pretty baller. Pretty baller move. Yeah, I was considering fighting with Sacro there. I think if I had thought more about Selwyn's own reapability, taking that Amber off, I probably would have. To be honest. Yeah, I wasn't as hot about the fight effect taking over, but it may have been better. May have been better. Yeah, just giving them 1 still means that they need that miasma or effervescent. So that may have been a grievous mistake. They go Logos. Okay, interesting. So we'll see the effervescent principle, and I may get to play this big exile turn after all. Is there a case for going back into Starlines? Don't think so. And kind of nice too that opposition research turns off Selwyn's Reap on the following turn. So they get another archive. Cool. I have played Nerve Blast, so we're going to keep pushing. Yeah, this opposition research is actually pretty clutch. So we get to archive. There's an exile Ludo. Very nice. And no Reaps. No Reaps for you, sir. And that's a hand indeed. last card is an Ancient Power. So we may in fact take this take this draw off the M4 Captura. The last Seeker Needle comes down. Poison Wave. Cool. Very nice. So that was the miasma, and they haven't flipped. Just make sure there isn't anything really funky that I'm missing. They still have a fear, but we're going to exile. Okay. Cool. We're going to draw that card. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay. That means we don't steal, but I think I'm going to play the Ludo. It means also that our Ancient Power. Yeah, it was probably a mistake there. Should have left one and then had a steal with the Shrix. Womp, womp, womp. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So they still have the graft. Won't do anything here. Effervescent was played. Miasma was played. They've got a yeah, and they'll play the graft for kicks here, I think. Game 2 with Dr. Escatera. There's that graft. Dimension Door. Okay. Good game. Well played. Still played in Warded Shrix there. Threaten next turn? Maybe not a bad idea. Instead of the other Ludo. Yeah, thanks JDG. Thanks for the games. There might be a case for that because they still can't get rid of it without giving me some money. I'm not sure. I'm not sure either mattered. I think Carl was out of outs, so it was kind of like a mate in 5 versus mate in 4, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, very cool game. Carl and Chandra. And exchanging some pleasantries with Sloppy JDG, fellow Sloppy JDG. Yeah, cool, cool. So yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I think I definitely made some sequencing mistakes throughout here. I may have been better off with the Shrix on board. um, having something that I could steal with potentially some more Ember control. hmm Especially, I mean, yeah, I think that would have been a better play. And I think it was a mistake before to not fight with the alien. JDG saying he'll be rooting for both of us in the finals. Nice. Um, well, cool, folks. Thanks for hanging out on the stream. It was a lot of fun. Been a great season so far. And yeah, looking forward to a rumbling with Quick Draw in the finals. So, should be good times. Uh, yeah, JDG's a tough opponent. I definitely picked um, picked Carl, assuming that there was a big chance he was going to play Chandra. Um, so I don't know. Uh, maybe predictability won out over skill here. JDG is a really tough player, really strong player. I don't think he made any mistakes per se. I was very happy to see the too much to protect go by when it did. Um, there's so little archiving, though. I don't know if he has the choice really to make that hold. How about that? Well, anyway, I'll chat with him on compare notes afterwards. But yeah, thanks, folks. We'll see you around the lab. Bye.